How do you like it? Long, wide, or normal? So I was supposed to make 3 builds for Gunlance, 1 for each shelling type, but after feeling the weapon itself, I just feel like it's wrong if I make a build about normal and wide shelling when I'm not efficient enough in that playstyle. So I'm just sticking to long Gunlance. You rely purely on shelling damage. It's sticky without the KO. First, I'm going to go over some basics of Gunlance. Shelling damage is only affected by artillery and feline bombardier, and also the level of that shelling type in the weapon. Attack buffs, attack up large, don't affect it at all, which is actually good because you can put more stuff into utility and survivability skills. Combos you use for long shelling is simply triangle, then hold circle to perform charge shelling. You can do that till you run out of bullets, and when you run out of bullets, you do a fast reload, which is R2 plus circle. Fast reload is always better than normal reload. I think that's obvious. You can do a fast reload after any attack with a Gunlance by pressing R2 plus circle. Another one is most of the time, I know it's contradictory, I know it's weird, it's way better to do a back hop to reposition because it covers more ground. I don't know what's with Capcom really, but in order to perform a back hop, you simply just press X without any directional input. You also have the option of lunging forward and quickly pressing circle to fire directly in front of you, or waiting for the lunging attack to finish to fire at the 45-degree angle. Then you can just proceed to doing your charge shelling combo over and over and doing a fast reload, then do it over and over. You can fire the Gunlance in 3 angles. You can fire it directly in front of you by just pressing triangle and doing charge shelling. If you wanted to fire at the 45-degree angle, you guard first, then you press triangle. So you're gonna poke at the 45-degree angle, then you do charge shelling. And if you want to fire directly above you, you press triangle and circle to perform a rising slash, and then hold circle for that charge shelling. Wyrmstake is one of your best DPS increases since an explosion gets triggered once you shoot it. Loading Wyrmstake cannon is easy. Simply aim with your clutch claw while your weapon is drawn and press triangle plus circle. You can plug it into the monster in 2 ways. You can plug it immediately after loading your Wyrmstake by pressing triangle plus circle. Again, this will instantly plug the Wyrmstake onto the monster. Or you can preload the Wyrmstake cannon first, and then while fighting the monster, press circle 3 times. The 3rd time you press circle will plug the Wyrmstake onto the monster. Let's go over the build I made. The best Gunlance for long shelling is still Safichiva, since there isn't any Gunlance with long 7 yet. I awakened the weapon with long shelling, Zora Essence, slot 4, and sharpness. The build has earplugs, guard 5, guard up, health boost, evade extender, focus, capacity boost, health augment, the usual stuff. But what I kind of personalize here is constitution, stamina surge, and resuscitate. Trying out Gunlance several times in hunts made me realize that I needed mobility. Most of the time, hopping towards a monster and having small stamina would get me killed, even if I have guard 5. So I decided to go all in on stamina management to get mobility and survivability. 2 birds in 1 stone. Crisis is there just in case I get ice blight or water blight. The stamina depletion will be somewhat under control. Mind's Eye is there for comfort. Shelling loses damage only if your sharpness is at yellow. Anything higher than yellow, you're still good to go. I place Mind's Eye here to prevent my melee attacks from bouncing off, even if I have a sharpness that's green. Now, some people would actually wonder why no slinger capacity. Well, slinger capacity does increase your DPS because you don't have to shove that Wyrmstake onto the monster that frequent. But for me, it's more of a personal preference. I really would love to be mobile instead. Now, slinger capacity might be good for doing speedruns, but in a normal hunt, there will be lots of moments that I would get a chance to clutch and get my pods. So, I just decided to not roll with it and just prioritize more mobility. And for the cheap build, you're going to lose a lot of constitution and stamina surge, so I suggest just bring a dash juice. For both sets, if ever you do want to make a guiding lance build, you just simply replace Mind's Eye and just put Geology for extra shinies. And just be wary of your sharpness. If your sharpness gets low, just switch up your combo. Start with an uncharged shelling, then make the next shots charge. You can't start with triangle because it might bounce off if ever your sharpness is really low, because you don't have mind's eye. Now, there are plenty of long shelling variations out there. This is just one that works for me. If ever you are going to make your own, just make sure you have the following skills or weapon. A gun lance with long shelling level 6, and for the skills, focus level 3, artillery level 5, earplugs level 5, guard level 5, guard up, health boost 3, flinch free level 1, capacity boost 1, evade extender 3. Now for some other people, they say evade extender 2 is enough. I'm a gun lance newbie myself, so I choose evade extender 3. So yeah, and the rest of the skills are up to you. Thank you so much to the Discord peeps. You guys are way too many to mention for helping me out and trying to understand Gunlance. I am sorry for pestering you with my questions. Thank you for watching the video. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. I stream on Twitch. Drop by. I try my best not to cart while the rest of the chat chant for me to die. See you in the next video.
I'm a bag of bones full of helium. Lead foot on the verse, equilibrium. Raps a million, non quotidian. Extraordinary, next heir to the throne, like a rising sun, making rising sums. Up and away with a million thumbs.